Hi, my beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel, Diana Focus on Now, where dreamers like you can actually achieve the dream life that you want. And today I'm going to talk about super fun, interesting, very interesting, talking about planning that works for you. Wow, I have to be honest that I actually kind of needed this very long time ago. So I'm doing that for you guys because honestly, I am super honest with you guys, and I have to say that planning does not have to be tedious or boring. Well, this is a planning strategy that works for you, not against you, for you. Okay. This is why it's super important. Okay. Seriously, you're like, yeah, seriously, I'm like, yes, seriously, it actually works. Like, no joke. Okay. But let me tell you something. I personally have been planning per month, per day, weekly, yearly, monthly, quarterly, and honestly, I haven't even followed up with most of my plans. Not because I'm a bad person of not following plans and I'm not good enough or whatever it might be, but it's those plans that don't work for you because everybody is different and everybody's unique. So it's reason why you need to choose things that work for you. For example, I have this lovely planner. Well, I just fell off. Here you go. This lovely planner that is per week. Okay. I mean, you can get in any type of planners. There's a million types of planners, literally anywhere in the internet right now. So that's kind of a little bit overwhelming. And I know that because I actually looked for one because I needed one and because the other one like ran out. So reason why I'm doing this video is because I want to guide you through a strategy that actually works for you so actually you can execute your planning and then achieve your goals. Super easy. Not that easy if you don't know what you're doing. So let's check that out. Stay tuned at the end of the video to see all the process. Okay. So it's about not just focusing on what I'm going to do per week, what am I going to do per month, what I'm going to do this, what I'm going to do that, but it's actually a combination of all those things that works for you. So maybe you're the type of person that likes to do daily things, daily activities that, move the needle kind of thing, right? But maybe you're kind of person like, no, I prefer planning per week. Or maybe you like planning per month. Maybe you like planning per quarters. We're going to cover all this, so don't worry. Okay. But let me tell you something. Many people will tell you plan like this, plan like that, plan this. Look, this beautiful planner has beautiful butterflies, and this one has sunflowers, and this one is black and white, and then there's the dot method, and then there's this, and then there's that. So let me tell you, there's a lot of things on the internet about planning. So I am going to grab all of those things and narrow it down for what you actually need to actually do those plans and actually execute them, right? Because you can write all the plans that you want, all the times that you want, how many times you want. But if you don't execute them, that is the issue. Okay. So let me know in the comments what methods have you used, what didn't work, what did work. Let me know in the comments below. I would love to read those and help you out to what your actually needs are. Okay. And here are the reasons why. Dun, 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 dun. I feel like I need some music. Reasons why planning does not work. And I honestly figured out because a mentor said that to me. And I was like, wait, they don't. What? And I was just like, what is this craziness? Like, what? There was nobody, like, everybody's in school. Everybody was taught, like, you should plan, you should plan, you should plan, you should plan, you should plan. Plan your homework, plan your life, plan this, plan that. I've honestly in Instagram have had like a life planning thing, like a notebook that plans all your life. I was very interested because I was like, oh, this is interesting. But does it really work? Probably not if you don't execute them. So, reasons why planning does not work. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Okay. Number one, there's no cookie cutter formula for fits it all. Like I said, some people like to do weekly, some people like to do monthly, some people like to do yearly, some people like to do daily, some people like to do weekly and daily, some people like to do just monthly. It all depends on you. Okay, this is all depends on what you like, what you do. Okay, this is also if you're visual or not visual, that's another thing. But it's very important, very key to understand what works for you. So this planner that I showed you guys, a weekly planner, might not work for you. So I'm not going to suggest it. Simple reason why it might not work for you. Okay. The second reason is doing the planning but not the execution. And that's why I said before, you can plan all you want. You can write as much notes as you want. You can rewrite those plans a billion times. But are you actually going to execute them? I cannot do that very well. But are you not executing them? Are you actually executing your plans? That is a good question. Let me know on the comments below. Are you actually executing your plans or not? Let me know. Yes or no. It's not on me. Well, I sometimes do it, like maybe on the Monday, I will do my plan, but I really don't execute them. Like it goes to Tuesday or Wednesday and I'm like, yeah, whatever. And then just throw it out. Let me know in the comments below what you actually do for planning and if you actually do that planning and execute that. Okay, number 3, at the beginning of doing some execution, you don't follow it long term. And honestly, I've been guilty about this because this personally happened to me a couple of million times. Because I'm like, yes, I'm doing this dream. I want to do this and let's do it. So I get planning, I go on my calendar and I'm super excited. And you're like, yes, let's do it, blah, blah, blah. We're here, dun, 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 dun. And you write it down and you're like, yes, okay, I start next week, Monday, because everybody starts on Monday. Apparently, I don't know why. It's another thing. You can't start any day of on the day of the year, week, anything. You can literally start right now. It can be Wednesday, it can be Thursday, it can be Friday, it can be anytime. Does not necessarily need to be Monday in order for you to start. You just need to start today. Now, right now. Why not? Why not? Okay. And so that's the issue, because at the beginning, you're like, yes, let's do it, da, 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 da. But then long term, meaning like in a couple of months, in a couple of years, you probably were like, yeah, I did not really do that. Sorry. And you're like, whoops. Then let's plan again, but you don't execute. So you go back to the loop and then you don't execute, but you plan, but then they don't execute. Then you plan again. That circle of planning and not executing. Whole hamster wheel. Okay. So let's not do that. And then number 4, and then it's super, 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 super key, because I personally been through this a couple of times, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Learning that it's okay to refocus. Learning that it's okay to refocus. Why do you think refocusing is not okay? Let me know in the comments below. You're like, I don't know, Diana. People tell me that's not okay, to, refocus in mid-week. Why not? Okay. So start planning again, but keep the same goal. So that is, if you want to take a key takeaway here of this video right now, is plan as many times as you want, refocus as many times as you want, but keep the same goal. Keep the same goal. You can be like, oh, I'm going, on the straight line to my goal. And then you're like, oh, wait, I need to refocus. So I may go up a little bit. Like, oh, let me refocus. I need to go down a little bit. And then go up. And then go down. And then go up. And then go down. Right? But you're still going to the goal. It's not like you're going backwards, unless you're going backwards. But if you're just refocusing on the goal, but still focusing to accomplish that goal, you're just going in different directions, but you're still going towards that goal. Okay? Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments if it doesn't make sense. I can explain further. But it is super important to refocus the planning. Sometimes, we're just like, oh, I really don't understand this plan anymore. Or just like, I worked for this like for a whole month and I really don't want to execute. It doesn't feel right anymore. Refocus. You don't have to wait until the end of the year that normally people do, like I do. And then I'm just like, I really don't like how the plan is going. Refocus. It's totally fine. Okay. So after I told you the reasons why planning does not work, are you ready to start planning? Let's start. Okay. Super easy ways to plan your week, your month, whatever you want to do, whatever works for you. Remember, that is the key. Remember what works for you doesn't work for me or Katarina or any other person in the world. Okay. So here are 3 steps. Oh, 3 steps to planning that works for you. Okay. The first one is knowing what worked or what didn't work in the past. So if you're here in this video, you have to tell me a 1, write down the 1 in the comments below. If you have tried at least 20 different versions of planning, you're like, I planned this, I planned this, I planned this, but you never execute them. Or you execute a little bit, like a week or 2, and then you're like, yeah. That's number 1. Number 2, if you're just like, I liked a little bit of one of the versions of the planning that I did a long time ago, or maybe like this week or whatever it might be. But I did execute them, but I wasn't consistent. Right? You did like it. You're like, yes, I like to do this, but you weren't consistent. Consistency meaning that you did it a week, you did it 2 weeks, you did it a month, you did 2 months, you did 3 months. But the 4th month, you're like, yeah, I didn't do it. Or you did it like 1 or 2 days. Okay. That's number 2. Write them down in the comments below. And then number 3, you're like, yes, Diana, I definitely know what works, but I just need a little bit more clarification of how it might work for me. That's number 3. Let me know on the comments below which ones of the 3 you are. Okay. So let's start with knowing what worked for you and knowing what didn't work for you. So write it down. Honestly, I really told everybody to bring a pen and pencil. Well, pen and paper. Pen and paper to my videos, because this is no BS. Writing down stuff, like pause this video right now and saying like, okay, these methods work for me, and then write them down. And then saying like, okay, these other methods don't really work for me, or I don't like to do those things. That's totally fine. Okay. Pause this video right now and write them down. Okay. Number 2 is the infinite options that you might have. And like I said before, this honestly is an infinite options. There's a million ways to do planning, millions of ways to do planning. And then there's planning gratitude, planning this, planning another thing, planning this and this, and then the list goes on. Let me tell you, the list goes on. Okay. You might see an influencer, you're like, yes, I love her way she plans, but it doesn't really work for you. But there's millions of influencers and millions of celebrities and different things. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So I'm just going to give you super general categorizations. English today. Sorry. So you can do yearly, quarterly, monthly, weekly, and daily. Okay. Those are your 5 ways you can do it. Okay. I mean, you can do per 2 years, 5 years, a decade, whatever it might be. But let's just keep it simple, right? Keep it simple. So yearly, quarterly, monthly, weekly, and daily. Okay. Those are the ones that you have to choose. So choose one of them. Pause this video and be like, okay, I'm really good. I really can stick with it if I do weekly. Or if I really can stick with it if I do daily. Or if I really can stick with it if I do quarterly. Or a combination, that's why I said it's an infinite option, because you're like, I can do weekly and then monthly, if that works for you, right? The key aspect, disclaimer here, is that you actually execute them, not because you like it, just because you actually execute them. So let's think about execution, where you think about all of these things that you're going to think about right now, okay? So choose one of them, right? You can pause the video right now and say like, okay, let me really think about this, and have a couple of minutes to actually think about it, because this is going to determine if you're going to succeed those dreams or not. And it's very key to do that, right? The third one and the last one is my opinion of the things that you might need to include in your planning. Okay. Number one is gratitude. Why gratitude? Let me explain a little bit here. I used to say, I know a lot of people say like, oh, you should do gratitude in the morning, blah, 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 blah. This might work for you, because I personally feel that gratitude helps you achieve more goals. And your goal, or remember the one goal that we had, the one goal, why? Because you're happy, you're excited, you're going to that goal, you're repeating that goal every day. And why not be thankful for achieving that goal every day? That will get you more towards your goal. This is another tip of manifestation that I might do another video of. Let me know if you want another video of manifestation. But being grateful, why not be grateful every day? For like here having my lemonade. It's not lemonade, it's incubated, that is ginger with lemon. Being grateful that you have, a computer, be grateful that you have internet, be grateful that, all the small things that you're like, yeah, everybody has internet, or, everybody has a house, or everybody has this, but also just being thankful for the things that happened today. For example, I'm grateful that I'm recording this video right now. I am grateful that I did all those paintings in the back of my screen, whatever it's called. I'm grateful for all those things, right? So it's really important to be grateful. The second one is 3 main things that you're going to do per day. And wow, this changed literally my life, because this is called top 3. I honestly did not create this. Not me. This is from Erin on Demand. I actually followed her a long time ago. And it's called top 3. Okay. And the idea was like, okay, interesting. And then when I actually did it, I was like, whoa, I'm actually being more efficient, and I actually being more productive, more efficient, more productive, but I'm also getting more closer to my goals if I do those things. An example of top 3 is, I'm going to record videos, I'm going to read a book, I am going to do more client meetings. 3 things. Just 3 per day. Just 3 things. That does not include, checking on emails, responding to your team if you have a team, all those like little details. These are 3 things that are actually going to move the needle in your business, if you have a business, or in your life you want to move to achieve those dreams, right? So this is very key and very important if you want to be more productive, less stress in your life in general, and focusing more into the planning to achieve your dreams. Okay. Then the other one is morning and night routine. I can do another video of all of those things if you want me to. Let me know in the comments, because this, I'm just gonna give you a super description of what you need to do in the morning routine, what you need to do in your night routine. Super simple. Do not overcomplicate yourself. You know, you don't need to have a spa day or whatever it may be. Super simple. Okay. Morning routine. Okay. Morning routine. Do things that lift you up, your energy in the morning. So if you like reading, go reading. If you like going for walks, go for a walk. Just 3 things or 2 things or 1 thing, whatever it may be. Just 1 thing, at least 1 thing in the morning to like make you happy. Okay? Because why not be happy? And then the night routine is do things that help you slow down and get ready to sleep. Slow down meaning no phones, no TV, no electronics, because you know, as you know, a lot of the electronics keep you awake because they have that blue light. Even though I have the blue light rays here, you still are awake all the time. And then when you go to sleep, you're still like awake and you don't fully rest. That you need to rest in order to accomplish your goals, right? So having the morning routine and the night routine is also very important. Maybe you have it in the planning, maybe don't, maybe that's a separate thing, but I just wanted to include that here. Okay. And the 4th one is feeling stuck or not making any progress. This is a sign that you need to reconnect with yourself. And I have another video about reconnecting with yourself and your purpose. So check that out. It's probably going to be in the description below. I don't know if I can put it over here. I will if I can. I'm still learning to new YouTube stuff. But so if you need to refocus on your life, you can reconnect with your purpose. So what is your purpose? What are the things that light you up? All the things I'm gonna link in the video. I don't want to talk about it a lot here. Okay. So those are the things that I would include. So the gratitude, the top 3, morning and night routine. And if you don't feel stuck, if you don't really like, okay, I'm planning this, but I really don't like it, or maybe I want to change some things, change it. Nobody's judging you. Just change it. If you're like, okay, I like my morning routine, but my night routine, I'm still watching videos, you know, in TikTok or whatever it might be. I should stop using that. Then you should stop using that. You know, focus on the now, right? Focus on the now. Don't get like, oh my God, I never do a good night routine because I always watch TikTok. You know, just focus on today. If today you didn't watch TikTok videos at night, that's amazing. Okay. And pat on your back. Did it? My bone just cracked. Sorry. And that's it. That is all your planning that you need to do. The rest is, you know, all the things that you already know how to plan and everything. So this is planning that works for you. If you like to do weekly, I personally like to do weekly and do like, you know, top 3 also. So weekly and daily, I normally like to do them like that, right? But I still have my number 1 goal. If you didn't see, if you want to watch the reconnecting with yourself and actually connecting again with that 1 goal or 1 dream that you want to achieve, go watch that video, right? And it really just narrows it down to 1 goal that you want to do, 1 purpose that you want to do right now. Doesn't have to be forever, you know, just 1, pick 1, okay? And I get that more in detail in that video. And I just really like to do planning. And then I have, you know, it fell down the notepad, whatever, you know, notes I might have or like things I need to do, whatever it might be. I also like to do that. But that's me, remember? Does not mean that you have to do that too. What works for you. If monthly and weekly works for you, amazing. But you need to kind of like test it. 1 week test it, 2 weeks test it. Doesn't really feel well. Or like in the 4th week, you'll be like, oh yeah, it did not work. I'm like, okay, change it, refocus, change it. Go back to this video, rewatch it, be like, okay, yes, I was missing just gratitude, or yes, I was missing top 3 because I'm doing so many little details that that happened to me. That's why I like the top 3, because you're wasting so much time on like checking emails, doing Instagram, whatever it may be for your business or for your life, but you're not really focused on what's going to get you to that goal. So, okay. I am super proud that you did it. You planned with me and you planned your own strategy that works for you. And I am super happy and excited that you did it. So congratulations. Yay. Remember that planning can change, but don't change your goal or dream, right? Planning can change, but don't change your goal. You might change your goal sometimes, every 5 years or whatever it might be. But try to not change your goal, but change your plan. That is, if you want to take out something, that is going to take out this video. And this is also why I created this channel, to help you understand more in depth about topics like organization, like we just talked about, motivation, mindset, relationships, and many other topics for you to accomplish your dream life. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and go subscribe to my channel. And I'm going to get videos every Monday and Friday at 7 p.m. Colombia time, live every Friday at 7 p.m. So don't miss that out either too. So go subscribe if you like this video. If you want to know other topics, let me know in the comments below too. And thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.